Good day. I'm Terry Dougherty, the director of the Spotsylvania County Museum, and I would like to give you just a short little introduction to what the new museum looks like. It's located out on Route 3 on Plank Road at the former Mullins Farm. Some people call it Lick Run, at the first day of Chancellorsville Park. Basically, our museum covers our early history, and when you come to visit with us, you're going to see things like an early map of Virginia that was done by John Smith about 1608. And when you look at the map, it will not look like anything you've ever seen before because they had no idea what this place looked like. But you can find Fredericksburg and Spotsylvania County on the map where it says Manahoics, which is one of the early Native American tribes that settled in this area. The museum covers the time from the woodland Indians up through our early government. We talk about a seat for the justices. In those days, they were justices of peace, not commissioners. And the involvement of the church in England in the county's affairs. We have objects such as the pillory for people to practice with, should you want to put a family member in punishment mode. We talk about the early sheriffs, our early courthouses. We have interesting objects like one of our early lot stones from 1819. And then we also cover the early development of the county. Our road and transportation network, for instance, most people don't realize it until you drive it one day, but River Road was an Indian trail and still retains a lot of the characteristics. And so we talk about our involvement with colonial life, what it was like for the ladies of the time to be responsible for a family. We talk about our involvement in the American War of Independence. We also cover the issue of slavery, and we talk about George Boxley's rebellion when he rebelled about when the slaves rebelled here in the mid-1830s. And so also we have interesting objects, an early 1850 sewing machine, one of the first produced in America. We talk about the Aldridge family who owned property at New Post. And then we go from there to the eve of the War of the Rebellion as the official government term for the American Civil War. And then we cover the Civil War in the Fredericksburg area. And we also covered the battles of Fredericksburg, Chancellorsville, the Wilderness, Spotsylvania Courthouse. We talked about some of the individuals that were here. One of our most prized possessions is this bone memo pad that belonged to John Potts, the North Carolina Artillery. He was killed at the intersection of Blockhouse Road and Brock Road during the Battle of Spotsylvania Courthouse. It's covered in blood. His last entry in the memo pad was, "Dear Mother, I am come home to die." Unfortunately, he didn't make it home. So anyway, we think we've got a lot of interesting information here, and we hope that everyone will come visit the new museum. And we're going to be open from 9 to 5, 7 days a week. And hope if you have questions about the history of your county or the area in general, well, we're here to provide the information and answers, hopefully, that you need.